Hello, and thank you for joining me. It's, let's see, volume 56 of My Prostate is Trying to Kill Me. I'm Mark Graves, just a regular guy fighting prostate cancer, and I'm glad to have you along for the ride. 2020 sucks. What can I tell you? Helen Reddy, Mac Davis, and today, Eddie Van Halen. What can you say? I mean, I saw on their Tobin, one of my buddies posted up that today is for him what the loss of John Lennon was to his parents. And there's no denying it. Eddie Van Halen was, well, I gotta use the good language, he was the crap. I mean, the man ripped. There's just no way around it. So, Godspeed, Eddie Van Halen. Um, Passed away of throat cancer. If you remember, I'm not sure how many years ago, but he lost his tongue to cancer. And so at 56, I'm not looking at the story right now. 56, I want to say. No, that's the episode we're on. Um, well, you know what? I'm not going to waste your time rolling this thing back and forth, but totally. Isn't that ridiculous? I was just reading the story, and now I can't remember what the age was. But yeah, all over Facebook. That is terrible. But anyways, God bless Eddie Van Halen, one of a kind. I'm still looking. I see so many stories, so many memories, and I'm not seeing the one that had his age on here. But okay, so enough of that. Let's see. Just to catch you up real quick on the washer dryer saga. Repairman came this morning and started to take it apart, and then said, "You know what? I can't take it apart in the house. I'm gonna have to drag it out, put it on the driveway, so that I can get to all the stuff." He goes, "This thing has already been worked on before." He says, "Do you want me to continue taking it apart?" And I said, "No, just put it back together." Called down, tried to get a hold of the manager at the store in Oceanside where we bought it, and left him a voicemail. He called back, and I said, "Hey, here's the deal. They can't fix it." So he had already told me that they would pay to have it fixed, and I said, "Well, if that was the deal, if you're going to do that, how about you guys just spend the money you were going to spend to fix it, put gas in the delivery truck, bring up the one that works, and swap this one out." And he said, "Well, we're booked on delivery. The soonest we would be able to get out there would be like the 17th. It's a bit long to go without a washer and a dryer. So he's supposed to call me back when he gets to the store. And we'll take it from there. Might be able to pull a fast one. It looks like Cerritos store has one. And one of the problems we run into is it needs a gas dryer, and there's not that many gas dryers. Tons of electric dryers, but not that many gas dryers. So if Cerritos has got one, we might be able to pull off a switcheroo where we take this one to Cerritos and leave the bad one, there, and then pick up the good one, bring it back here. I don't know. I'll let you know how it goes. But at any rate, so things are up in the air. I told you tomorrow we were going to go to lunch with Jack Smith, and Tom was going to go with us too. We were all going to have lunch. Something came up for Jack, so he's tied up in Arizona. He's not coming out as soon as he thought. He'll be heading out in the next couple of days. So lunch is next Monday. Sorry. And that'll give me time to get my camera and my microphone set up. We're going to try and record lunch, and I think that'll work out pretty cool if it works. So that'll be next Monday. So we will be posting that like Monday evening or Tuesday evening. The CVS Specialty, the company that fills all my prescriptions, but they especially do my Xtandi, my hormone treatment. There's a guy there who calls me once a month, and it's funny because when he first started calling, it was just like the usual, how's your symptoms? Anything new? Are you still taking the same amount of drugs? How do you feel? And I apologize. I'm just out of gas. And So you figure I started taking Xtandi in February. So I've talked to him every month from February on. And his name is Shae. And we've become good friends. It's awesome when he calls. We get the required stuff out of the way. We talk about, my coming out of radiation and how I get a little stronger every day. I'm able to stay awake longer every day. A lot of the side effects are dissipating. And then we start talking about e-bikes. We talk about his mountain bike, about his bad back. He's just the coolest guy. He's in North Carolina. And so we just yak. Talk about the fires in California, the stupidity of our government here, and how they're, like what did I hear today? We're supposed to wear a mask now in between bites of food when you go to a restaurant. So you go to a restaurant. You know what? I may just mess around and do a video of that just for comedic sense with spaghetti. So it'd be like pull the mask down and slurp the spaghetti up and get it all over the thing, or a big old fat juicy burger, pull the mask down, just chomp on that thing, and then have this. But so we were laughing about all of that, and I was like, I don't know, we must have been on the phone almost an hour. So cool guy, just and unfortunately, I never get a rating thing on that or a survey. It seems like I get a. Sorry, guys, out of gas. It seems like I get a survey on everything. Every time I go to the doctor, to the urologist, to the oncologist, to Quest, anywhere I go, they send me a survey, and I fill out surveys. I'm one of those guys. I love it. If I get good service, man, they're gonna hear it. And I always ask names. If I go somewhere and I get really good, like Quest. When I go to Quest and I get a good blood draw, which pretty much 99% of the time, I'll always ask their name so that when I get the survey, I can put it in there. If if I'm at the pharmacy, I look at their tag, make sure I know who it is. But never do I get one from CVS Specialties so that I could rave for Shae, to be able to let him know what a good job he's doing. So I wish they would work on that. Just a side note, last week I was talking to my wife, my lovely wife, and I got one of those cravings in the middle of the night where I woke up and it's like, I would have, I'm not sure what I would have done, but I would have done a lot of stuff for a candy bar. I just had, it doesn't happen very often, maybe once a year, but you wake up, and it's like, oh man, I could really use a candy bar right now. So my wife goes shopping on the way home from work last night, comes in and puts this on my desk, and, had forgotten that we talked about it the other night. I go, what, am I hangry? And she goes, no, you mentioned the other night you wanted a candy bar. So guys, if you can find yourself a woman that remembers you said you wanted a candy bar in the middle of the night and she gets you one, hang on to her. She's a keeper. All right. Update is a little more energy every day. When I finished radiation, which this coming Friday will be 4 weeks, I think, the nurse Cindy had told me that around the 3rd week mark that I would start to feel more human. Evidently, they know what they're doing. I'm getting better sleep now. I'm getting less diarrhea. I'm getting more energy. I'm able to stay awake longer. So the way this is going, a couple more weeks, I'm not going to be normal, but I'll be back to where I was, I think, before I started radiation, which is great because then I can start making awesome t-shirts like this again and get out there and ride my bike, start my walking again, get up in the morning and skedaddle, around the track here. And I'm looking forward to that. I enjoy getting out there and walking. So that will be awesome. So I'm going to get a hold of Tom. He's been... Oh, sorry. I actually didn't sleep that bad last night, so I think this is just kind of an emotional thing. You know how when you get stressed and you get tense, but with all the crap that's going on with the washer and the dryer that has all weekend, I think it's just, emotionally wearing me down, which is physically wearing me down. So I'm going to grab myself maybe a half hour, 45-minute nap and then post up the video and then tomorrow Tom should be back. But either way, we'll have a video up tomorrow night. So thank you so much to everybody that follows the videos. Just to update real quick on my buddy Nilo. Things are looking good. They made a little progress on them. So thank you very much for the prayers. Let's keep those going if you would. Also, too, I want to say thank you for, because it's interesting, the guy that came to work on the washer and dryer today is a minister. So we got a chance to talk about God and talk about a lot of stuff, which I won't get into all of it now, but it was very uplifting. And he actually gave me a couple of nuggets, about praying. And it's something I never thought about, but, like at night, I do the majority of my prayers at night when I go to bed. And it's amazing how fast you can drift off and just go somewhere else. And, you start out your prayer, and then all of a sudden you're thinking about something completely, weird. Because I was praying last night for Nilo, and all of a sudden I'm thinking about my scion. I'm thinking about car meets that we went to, and I'm, thinking about food trucks at the car meets. And it's so weird how your brain just goes off the other way. And he was telling me, he says, no, he says, that's evil doing that to you. He says, when you're trying to make contact with God and talk to him, he doesn't want you to. So, God does. Satan doesn't, but God does. And he says, so, you just have to focus. You got to keep going. And I got to tell you, there's so many times when I'll doze off. I feel terrible, but I'll be praying. And I have a lot of people that I pray for. And so I'll doze off, I'll be laying there and then I'll wake back up and I go, and I'm pretty sure he knew I was nodding off. But not a problem for those of you who don't pray, but I would like to say thank you for those of you who do. But I appreciate all the other positive energy too. The good thoughts, the juju, the shaka, the aloha, everything that you guys send my way. I know it makes a difference. I know it makes a huge difference. I'm not accepting that this cancer is mine. It's not. It's in my body, but it's not mine. And I'm definitely going to beat this. And a lot of that comes from my mental attitude and how I have my heart set. And a lot of that comes from you guys because of the encouraging words that I get all the time from you, and the notes that I get on Facebook Messenger, the texts that I get, the phone calls. You guys all totally rock. You're getting me through this along with my family and my close friends and everything. So there just aren't words to express that. And I know I say thank you a lot, but it's not often I really get down there and tell you how much of a difference you guys make by being there. Even if it's just watching these videos and clicking the like button, just the fact that somebody's sharing this, and then hopefully it's somebody like me. If it's somebody with prostate cancer and you're watching this and maybe you glean, I don't know, some encouragement, some uplift, some humor, anything out of it. But remember always, if you got a specific question, type it down below or get a hold of me on Facebook. If you want to ask me privately, do that too. Comments are always welcome below. Click the like button, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to it, share it with other people, whatever you need to. I want to get the algorithm on this thing going so we can get in touch with more guys and talk to the guys that actually have prostate cancer and see if we can help them out a little bit. So once again, thank you very much for everything, and I will see you guys, what is this, Tuesday? Yeah, because I have my taco shirt on. So I'll see you guys tomorrow on Wednesday.